begin. Being seated, we're going to sit in the easy seat, and we're going to breathe, just becoming present and alerting ourselves that we're about to move, and just opening up our senses and welcoming our new energies. Now we're going to twist easy by putting our left hand on our right knee and our right hand right behind our back, lengthening our backs and putting our head right next to our right shoulder. And we're just going to twist into the stretch easily while breathing. And breathe. Now we're going to switch to the left side with our right hand on our left knee and our left hand behind our back, our head facing behind our left shoulder, and we're going to breathe. With each breath, twist a little deeper. And now we're going to bring our hands above our head, reaching towards the sky, opening our chest, elongating our spine, and slowly fold over our crossed legs. Reaching our hands up towards the front of the mat, just ever so slightly inching forward. Slowly bring yourself back up. And now we're going to tilt our head to our left shoulder, bringing a stretch into our right neck. Stretch as far as you feel the stretch can go. Try to lengthen your spine. And now we're going to slowly roll our head over to the right side, stretching our left side of the neck. Now we're going to slowly roll our neck towards our chin while still lengthening our spine and pushing out our chest ever so slightly. And just hang your head down. Now we're going to bring our head back just a little bit, opening our chest and elongating our spines, slightly arching our back forward. Let your lungs fill with air and release to an easy seat. we're going to slowly bring our knees around and put ourselves into tabletop position. And we're going to do cow-cat pose. So with cow pose, you want to have your hips move up, your head up, and lowering your stomach. Cat pose, you want to exhale and arch your back, bringing your hips in and your head towards your chin, chest. Bring your head back up for cow pose. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Arch your back. One more time, cow pose. Cat pose. Arch your back. You want to curl your toes and lift up and back into downward facing dog, pushing the mat forward while leaving your feet flat on the ground. And you want to hold here for 5 breaths. Now we're going to slowly walk our feet to the top of the mat and do forward fold. If you must, or if you feel more comfortable, you can slightly bend your knees, having your stomach touch your legs to help you bend a little easier, or you can straighten out your legs very slowly, whatever feels most comfortable. Now we're going to slowly bring ourselves up, upping your spines vertebra by vertebra. Up, rolling your shoulders back, palms facing forward to mountain pose. With mountain pose, you want to make sure that you feel grounded. Your feet are planted right next to each other, firmly on the ground. Palms facing forward, chest out and open. And breathe here. Now we're going to bring our hands slowly up above us. Our arms are going to frame our face, hands and palms touching together. Just feel the stretch elongating your spine. Tighten your arms. Now we're going to let go and slowly swan dive forward to forward fold again. Palms touching the mat, or if it's easier, your ankles. Now you want to bring your hands to your shin for halfway lift, elongating your spine. And now we are going to bring your right leg back. Your hands are flat on the mat for low lunge. Bring your right knee down, and push your torso up towards the sky, arms up high as well for warrior one. Hold this breath. release, bringing your hands down towards the mat, bringing your knee back up. Your left leg is going to be brought back next to your right leg, and you are now at plank position. Hold this for 5 breaths. Lower down to chaturanga. Down to the mat, up for cobra. Now we're going to lower back down and push your hips back up to downward facing dog. You're going to slowly bring your feet up to the mat by locking for forward fold. Now you're going to bring your hands to your shin, elongating your spine. Breathe. And slowly roll back up to mountain pose. Firmly grasping and grounding yourself to the ground, opening up your chest and breathing. You want to bring your hands back up towards the sky, framing your face, palms together, elongating your spine. Back to forward fold. Now you're going to put your hands on your shins and elongate your spine for halfway lift. And now we're going to bring our hands back down to the mat, bringing our left leg behind us. Our right foot is in between our hands for lower lunge. Now we're going to lower our left knee down flat, and we're going to bring our torso up slowly. Hands up high as well for warrior one. Bringing our hands back down to the mat. You're going to lift your left knee up and bring your right foot back next to your left leg. You are now in plank pose. Lower down to chaturanga. Down to the mat for cobra. Now we're going to bring our hips up for downward facing dog. We're going to walk our feet back to the front of the mat for forward fold. Now we're going to bring our hands to our shin for halfway lift. And slowly bring ourselves back up to mountain pose. Rolling your shoulders if it feels comfortable. Palms facing forward, grounding ourselves. We're going to bring our hands back up towards the sky, framing our face. And now we're going to slightly bend back, opening our chest as far as you feel comfortable. Back straight up to Tadasana and over for forward fold. Hands on your shins, elongating your spine. Hands back down to the mat, bringing your right foot back for lower lunge. You bring your right knee down, torso back up, warrior one. You're going to bring your right hand back onto your right leg for peaceful warrior. Your left hand is going to be up towards the sky. Your head is facing your thumb, your left thumb. Back to warrior one. We're going to place our hands back at your left foot, lifting your right leg. Bringing your left leg back for plank pose. Down to chaturanga. And up for cobra. Bring it back down. Push your hips back up for downward facing dog. Now we're going to bend our knees and step or hop to the front of the mat. Hands placed on the floor of the mat for forward fold. Now you're going to bring your hands to your shins, elongating your spine. And slowly roll back up to mountain pose. Feel the firmness of the ground beneath you. Now you're going to bring your hands back up towards the sky, framing your face. Once again, we're going to lean back ever so slightly as far as you can go, opening up your chest. Back to Tadasana. Lengthening your spine. And slowly swan dive forward. You're going to bring your hands to your shins, elongating your spine. And then you're going to put your hands back onto the mat. Bring your left foot back for lower lunge. Your right foot should be framed by your hands. Now you're going to lower your left knee down, bringing your torso slowly up. Hands towards the sky for warrior one, and hold the breath. Slowly bring your left hand back towards your left leg. Right hand up in the air. It's okay if you fall and get back up. Face towards your right hand for peaceful warrior. Bring your left hand back up for warrior one. Now slowly bring your hands down to frame your right foot for lower lunge. We'll lift our left knee back up. Bring our right leg back to our left leg in plank pose. Lower down for chaturanga. Down and up for cobra. Back down for downward facing dog. Now you're going to bring your knees down for tabletop. We're going to do cat-cow again. So we're going to do cow positioning, opening back up our hips, bringing our chest back open. Into cat position, arching your back, bringing your hips in, head towards your chin. Back down for cow, opening up your chest and opening up your hips for a cat position. Bringing in your hips, bringing your chest into your chin. Back to cow. Opening up your chest, inhale, and exhale, cat position. Now you're going to swing your knees back into easy seated position. And from here, we're going to elongate our spine, open our chest, and breathe easy. Now you're going to bring your left hand onto your right knee with your right hand behind your back facing your right shoulder. Now we're going to switch sides, bringing your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind your back, facing your right shoulder. Back to center. You want to bring your hands back up for salutations. Elongating your spine, opening up your chest. Breathe in, hold, and fold forward, exhale. Reaching towards the top of the mat, elongating your spine. Release. Good. Now we're going to inch back, and we're going to put both feet flat on the mat, lowering towards our back. You're going to bring your right foot over your left knee, weaving your hands in between your left leg. Pull towards your chest for four-legged stretch. Feet flat on the ground. You're going to switch for your left knee or your left leg on your right knee. Hands weaved in between your right leg. Pull towards your chest. Both legs flat on the ground. Wiggle it out side by side. And then bring in your knees. Do a big inhale. Squeeze in your knees. And release. Hands flat on the ground, legs flat. Feel the air, feel your stomach. Feel the muscle tension melting away. And breathe. Now you can stay here for a minute, or you can roll onto your right side, slowly bringing you back up to seated position. Thank you.